So, who's here a comedian? Anybody good with comedy? No?
No, nobody.
Anyone?
You? Comedian.
I know, but like I'm asking, who in the room is like good comedian? You? No one? She left before the comedy even.
As soon as you say comedy, it's
Comedy is.
Say comedy one more time. Allah.
come on.
So, do we have more people coming in? Okay. We'll wait just for 2 minutes and get started with the gentleman here. He's gonna tell us about a couple of amazing things. The guy from Tony. Hi guys.
Hello.
They got Wi-Fi drink.
How much?
Yeah, he's not.
This is the comedy.
So who's here with you today? Who's here for the first time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Welcome guys. Okay. So our agenda tonight is going to be hear from these cool guys about what they've been doing and about the acquisition and what the company does as well. And then after that, we're going to have our infamous pitch roast where people get booked alive. And then after that, we'll have some comedy tonight, no debate. Stand-up comedy, but startup material. Yeah, so we're starting like a comedy club under the, the community, and there's a very good correlation between comedy and misery. You know that, right? Yeah. So because of what we do as startups, we thought it's very aptly appropriate to incorporate comedy into our misery. Without further ado, I'll let the guys tell us what's going now.
Thank you, Jamil, and thank you all for being here. This is my first time. So disclaimer, the roast starts after this. We don't do it now, so I'm not ready. But my name is Kareem. I lead partnerships at a venture accelerator called Bring. We're actually headquartered in Hong Kong, founded in 2014, and we have 15 active accelerators that we have operating right now. They're all virtual. And then in 2016, we set up in the Middle East. So Bahrain is actually our main office in the region, but we have 6 people working in Dubai, we have some people in Oman, and now we're setting up in Qatar. In the region, we do operate 6 accelerator programs. So me, myself, I oversee Mohammed bin Rashid Innovation Fund. I also oversee 2 programs that we do in Saudi Arabia, in e-commerce and soft landing. And then we have a team working with Neon. We work with Batelco in Bahrain, and we work with several different corporates looking for innovation and early stage startups to help connect them with investors. And one of the major things that we do is introduce them to mentors. Mentors who have done it before, who can really guide you and guide the startups in a way that helps them. And so a year ago, we decided to build out our own platform because we get thousands of applications every year, and only maybe a dozen or 25 get into these programs. It's very challenging. But we also have over 500 mentors on our network, and they're all on Airtable right now, which is really not that convenient. So we said, why don't we build a mentorship platform where we can, introduce some of the best experts and mentors from the region to some of these founders so they can really get great advice. As we were doing that, in December, we saw Walid's pretty face building in public Call Me. So we had a chat with him, and he already had 300 amazing people onboarded, and there was a lot of synergies that we saw, and so I'll just pass it on to him because he built this. It's his baby, but then we're taking it now, and it's in great hands, and we have a full team behind it to take it to the next level.
Thank you. Yeah, so just a super brief introduction about me and kind of how I came across the guys and did a shop that I said, say. So I had started a couple of startups before. In 2018, I had an insurtech called Addenda. We sold that to an Australian automotive group, and that was the first time I sold something, so I kind of figured out what the process would be for that. Used all of the funds to start another insurtech B2C and fundraise quite a bit of money. Not the smartest thing to do during the hubris of 2021, 2022, and 2020. That's it, actually. We shut down in 2023. This is not the comedy, this is very clear. It's a very sad story. No, I'm joking. So we shut down Hella Insurance, returned investor funds, and then during that time I was just thinking, okay, what do I do next? So I joined the VC, DFDF. Anybody knows them? Raise hands. Okay, one person in the back. So the Dubai Future District Fund. And while I was with them, I was still thinking, I need to build something. I'm not used to this. So I started with a couple of ideas, and one of them was the mentorship platform called Me. I leveraged the contacts I had. I knew how to develop the code. So I thought, let me try to solopreneur this, build it on my own, see how fast I can scale to 5K monthly recurring revenue, and use my building in public on LinkedIn to fuel my marketing. So I spent zero on marketing. I got all of the CEOs I know from startups to be on board as mentors. So the CEO of Washman, the CEO of Almond Grilling, and a bunch of other CEOs. I think right now we have almost 300 either C-suite individuals from startups or partners in VCs. In fact, I shouldn't be talking. You can just click there if you don't mind. Type callme.co. That might help just kind of visualize what it looks like. I started reaching out to founders, and I realized founders, not all of them, but a lot of them didn't have the budget to pay or didn't want to pay to meet with other founders, or some people who are later stage, Series B, Series C, whatever. Then I thought, okay, maybe I could talk to management consultants, since they already pay entities to give them expertise on topics from e-commerce all the way to logistics, supply chain, and whatever. Spoke to them, they already have very deep connections with entities that provide that, paying them 50K per year and whatnot. The third one was I thought, okay, I'm going to target accelerators. So I started talking to accelerators, cold contacting them on LinkedIn. I reached out to you, and the guys were building the same thing at the same time. So I thought, wait, either I sell it as a B2B SaaS on a monthly basis to accelerators, or I straight ahead partner with these guys who have a deep understanding of the same thing and the vision is aligned. So that kind of clicked, and it took me 3 weeks to build it. 3 weeks it was live, and I think right after that the guys acquired it. The basis is donation, so a lot of these mentors, for example, Yusuf here is donating to Gaza. The intention for Call Me, I'm Palestinian, so the intention at the time was to donate whatever money I could to charity, as well as most of these mentors. I think 70% of the mentors donate their time. Not all of them do, but most of them do. So that was kind of the idea, and now I'm super proud that the guys have taken it over, they've got the same vision, and I think for this month the intention is to donate all of the proceeds to charity, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's a bit about Call Me, guys. I hope you enjoy the roast in a bit, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Hello. Hi everyone. I'm Khair Khalil, founder and CEO of iCarrick. So let me get you through our startup. iCarrick. We define ourselves as the first EV charging roaming platform in the MENA region. So we are aiming to make a revolution in the way electrical vehicle charging is accessed and managed in whole of MENA. So, current. So the EV users face significant challenges today. They have to juggle between multiple apps to find the nearest charging point. They deal with different payment methods, each one related to a different CPO app. And they also have to suffer from ideal funds found in each wallet. All of this from the end user side. From the business side, there are other challenges, including the high platform cost development for the CPOs. CPOs are the charging point operators, are the networks. Limited monetization options for the leisure facilities as hotels, malls, and resorts. All of these challenges have created an inefficient market. Yes, it's a mature market here in the MENA region, especially in the Emirates, but it is inefficient. So, at iCarrick, we provide comprehensive solutions. From the end user side, we provide a single app consolidating all of your charging needs. We offer an enterprise solution to the fleets. And from the business side, we provide a unified platform that streamlines their operation and enhance their guest experience. So, why now? The MENA region is at a turning point. Of course, with the rapid EV adoption we are seeing every day, with the significant opportunities for the infrastructure development, the increased focus on the sustainability, all of this leads to the launching right now in this strategic market is the right timing. Let me tell you, but by launching right now, we are not following a trend, we will be setting up the trend. The market size. So within the next 4 years, with a compound annual growth rate exceeding 36%, a total addressable market only in the EV charging exceeding $1.4 billion US, and within a whole EV market industry projected to reach $7.6 billion US by 2028. Such growing demand, we see it as an opportunity for us to launch, and we see unlimited opportunities of growth, profitability, and expansion. So the technology and the product, of course, we are a platform. We connect the EV drivers with a vast network of charging points for CPOs and for leisure facilities using real data insights. So we are an aggregator. In brief, we are an aggregator for all of the charging stations across the MENA region over one app to provide the ease of charge and convenience to the end users. Plus, we offer also a business opportunity for the leisure facilities and the CPO to get more exposure and to monetize their operation through us. Our unique blend of the B2B and the B2C serves the entire EV ecosystem. You see it. We see ourselves not just a company, we see ourselves as a community builder. We enhance the connections between the drivers, between the service providers, the facilities. Our revenue model is very simple in the beginning, but let me tell you, all of this are just the beginning. We have over 6 other revenue streams to be applied in the future. Although there are global players in the market, none of them is addressing the MENA market right now. All of them are focusing on Europe, on USA, and of course, over Australia and China. So we see ourselves, this is an opportunity for us to offer a local solution with the global standards. Our go-to-market plan is very easy, starting from signing partnerships with CPOs and leisure facilities, starting from making app store optimization, optimizing our app presence, and of course digital marketing and events. This is how we're going to start as our go-to-market plan. This is our journey since our foundation in January 2023. We are now in the pre-seed round. We have launched our MVP, and this is our future plan. 5 minutes? Can I have 1 more minute?
Sure.
Okay. So our strategy, where to be in 2030, we are looking to become a market leader in the MENA market by sharing data with the manufacturer themselves, expanding to new countries in the MENA region, and providing geofencing data. Oh my God. Okay, that's the team. Different expertise in engineering, operation management, and technology. I think that's bring the value. For the MVP, we have a traction right now of 256 users. It's still in the beginning. We just launched it 1 month ago. Okay, and we are working very smoothly with the limited resources right now. This is our ask and how we're going to spend it as $300,000, where it will be directed to hiring our full team, to marketing, and for the operational cost. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Katie. So, the last time we had a similar project, but not exactly the same. Yeah, he walked out upset. He packed his laptop and just stormed out. Remember? Yeah, Mr. Mustard, the guy from Mustard, was very upset. So I hope the guys here will be more harsh today. It's a pitch roast. It's not Q&A, okay? This is a pitch roast. Constructive, yes, but let's not beat around the bush. Okay? He'll take everything you have. Either he pivots, either he ignores it, either it's his business at the end of the day. And this guy is risking everything to do this, right? We all are. So you can save him a lot of heartache by being truthful and honest. You owe him this much at least. And many times in my life, I wish somebody did this to me too, right? Still do, by the way. So,
Who wants to start?
I need 3 people who want to roast this gentleman. Just 3. If you consider yourself a passionate person about this, own an EP, or you consider yourself an investor or subject matter into this field, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Please come. So, the format is like this. This is not a discussion.
It's not a discussion.
Yes.
It's a fight.
Yes. Yes.
3 on 1.
You will get each 2 minutes. Okay?
Prepare yourself.
You will get each 2 minutes to spit whatever you have across this direction. Okay? And then you will collectively respond to them. You can tell them, I take this, I don't take this. Who are you to even talk to me? Whatever you like. Okay? You get to make peace with it. Okay? But you get to say anything you want.
To anyone. To all of you. Yeah, it's
No,
not
no,
about
no.
you. Like, come on.
It's not about him. It's just you're gonna stand here and speak to this guy. Okay?
I agree.
Do you know any of the names?
I know Kosai. Just
Ah, you don't.
You also.
Do you know what it
You
is?
also.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Okay.
Didn't have the opportunity.
I'm safe.
Okay. 2 minutes. We'll start with you, Mr. Camus. Go.
Maxim, that's my name. It's just really camel semen guy. That's how like a lot of people know here. So it was boring. Yes. Personal story. That would be nice, like to hear something that you stuck somewhere in your beautiful Tesla, like a $1,000, like a dollar, like a pricey, and you did it, like it happened to you because like you didn't find like this like a charging stations, something like this, and you just mentioned this like revenue stuff, like the source of revenue is going to be a hybrid, and the first one I didn't get probably subscription, and but what was really interesting to know like 6 more like revenue streams you mentioned, but like you didn't. Or you don't know yet. I mean, for me it was like a.
No, not the discussion.
Yes, yes. For the discussion, I said like I'll ask ChatGPT as soon as I get like a 300, you know, like as a check. That's it from my side. But by the way, the visualization is really good. I mean, thank you. The presentation is good.
He made it green like green, so he must succeed.
Yes.
First of all, thank you very much. Thanks, Kate. First of all, thank you very much. I think you've done a better job pitching it to me where we like when we were standing there than what you've done right now. It's just yeah. So that's number one. I do agree with the gentleman here. Start with something punchy, something catastrophic, dramatic. But here's the thing: for me, given what I do, I build products and I always look for opportunities to make money. Said bluntly, that's what I do. So I'd love for you to talk about economics. Market expansions, horizontally, product portfolio diversification. How are we going to make us some money? Exactly. Okay. Just to be straight up, that's what I focus on. Other than that, talk more about your team. You mentioned what you're looking for in terms of perceived allocation of resources, but I'd love for me to understand where you are standing right now in terms of human resources that is consuming that big number. Yes. From now moving forward. Other than that, you have a lot of power if you build this right. Network effects, business defensibilities. That's something I'm interested to learn more about, just because if I put my money down, I'd like to know that I'm protected. So I've covered money, I've covered the pitch very briefly, I've covered the team. Why Dubai? Okay. What do you need more than money? Networks. Exactly. This is a country built on government. The capital is mainly with government. Let's put it straight up. How are we going to penetrate into government? What help you're looking for? That's kind of a quick brief on some of the big points that I've noticed. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Ben. I'm not an investor. I'm also a startup founder. I disagree with what he said, but he is still correct. It's just not my case, but he's right about what he said. I took a few notes. I'm just going to go over these. My biggest feedback right away is, and I hope I'm doing it better than you, that you have to hold the mic closer to your mouth so I can hear you without holding my breath. That was a bit of a tough one. You were very nervous. That's tricky, but it's fine. Just do it more often, and then you get better over time. I can say from experience. You said, and I couldn't really hear it, but I couldn't read it. You only need to have your credit card on iCarrica, and you can use all iCarrica charging stations. Well, that's nice, but what about all the other charging stations that are not on iCarrica? So can I really only have my credit card in your app? I think not. Or do you have all the charging stations, or do you have so many that I don't need the other ones? How is this actually going to work? Do you already have any partners or are in talks with partners that own charging stations? Because with the amount of money you're asking for, you're not going to build them all over the area. That's not enough for that, right? Another just question that came to my mind, why wouldn't I just use Kareem? Because I bet you they will sooner or later, they will integrate that because they integrate everything, right? Now, I might be wrong about that. I'm not that super business guy, but I mean, they integrate all the things. Why not this as well? Then you also said you're a community builder, and I don't buy it. I just don't think that's your product. You are building a thing that makes complete sense, and I see how it could make money. Yes, but it's like you're the service provider or something. You're not a community. I would just personally not even try to go there. Like Kareem doesn't try to build communities. They just offer you everything, and they're super successful with it, right? And then you said also we are present tense a one-stop shop. Are you like now, or will you be? So it's a minor detail. It's a bit nitpicky maybe. Really, really good that you have an MVP. Really, really good that you have users on it. That's great. So big respect for that. And yeah, again, I think the most important question, are you in contact with people who actually have charging stations or will build them? I think that's like the make or break thing, really. That's my feedback.
So, thank you so much. That guy did homework, by the way. It's like he's got notes and everything. Well done. So, like very detailed and accurate. You know, I love that. So, who really loves this? Like, really loves this? Okay, 1, 2. Okay, you get to come out and just say one thing that you love the most about iCarry. Please, both of you. Anyone else? I'll take one more. Okay.
Ladies first.
Thank you.
Very brief. Thanks.
Yes, okay. My name is Mary, I'm from Tech. What I love about the idea is that nowadays we have so many apps and cards and everything, and you constantly forget what we have, what we don't have. And I like this idea of super apps that are combining stuff in one. So, simplicity.
Thank you very much.
Aggregation. We aggregate a lot of players. Network effects, business defensibilities. That's very hard to replicate. I'll just keep it that basic. Also, opportunities to diversify your monetization streams. These are the 3 specific areas. And maybe just another feedback. Since your business is hinging a lot on those partners, how many have you got so far under your belt? Okay.
I think a lot of ideas to kind of develop a pitch. I have mixed feelings about your company, man. Like, you know, I told you that last week, right? I was very blunt and harsh and probably, yeah, I gave you a hard win, right? But this is why I didn't close today, because I think I've been doing that the whole week. So that's enough agony for me. So I decided not to do it. But I wish you all the best. Before you respond to everyone, we'll do this one thing. I need you to just come here, look at the wall. And now, I'll get everybody to vote. You have a hypothetical $10,000, okay? You get to invest 1,000 of it in this gentleman's company, okay? If you would do that, raise your hand up.
How much? Not a fair question.
I don't care about fairness.
How many startups are there?
This is the format. We do this every week, and this is what we're doing. So, $1,000. Who'll invest? 10. Who thinks this is a ludicrous thing, like crazy, to invest in? It's actually stupid to invest in this. Raise your hand up. Okay. Who's on the fence about this?
Offense?
Yeah, like 50-50. You shouldn't be rude. They will not vote. They don't want to hurt your feelings.
It's 50-50.
This guy is 1,700.
I heard it.
Not sure.
So, there are about $10,000, okay? And around 4 people think this is too big. And approximately not half, 1/3 of the room thinks they're on the fence. Like, you can change their opinion probably. Now, to everyone and the people who gave you the comments, you have the microphone.
Thank you, everyone. Okay. I do agree with you. Maybe it was boring. This is the first time for me to pitch over such an audience. Okay, I totally agree with you. So now, this is number 1. So, for your comment, Hossein, about how we are going to make money, and also your comment about now our revenue streams are simple. For whoever CPOs, charging point operators, we are going to host their charges over our network, or even hospitality facilities. We are taking the revenue share. Okay, we are providing a subscription model for the EV fleets. But in the future, revenue streams. Okay, let me tell you, this includes 6, like geofencing, like data-driven for the OEMs, data-driven for the CPOs about the users' behaviors. Okay, providing reservation fees. Providing reservation fees. There are other revenue marketing and advertising. So there are other revenue streams we are going to do once we have the enough traction. Okay? Our defensibility, just like you said, we own the platform, we own the technology. Most of that here, the apps, like you just referred, are having the platform, the back end with the mobile app even as a SaaS solution. So we own it. We can develop in it. We can add as much features as we want. This is not available. That's why you find most of the apps constant over the last year.
With all due respect, it's not as expensive like a defensive.
This is for currently, okay?
He gets to.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, okay. What else? Comments? So many comments about being boring. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Personal study. Personal. Do you have electrical car?
Time. Sorry guys. Time.
Do you have?
You can sidebar this, but thank you so much, Khair.
Thank you.
Thank you for guys, Khair will be around. I don't think he will leave upset like the other guy. So please, if you have like valuable feedback to him or collaboration, please do talk to him. I just have a very strong itch in my gut telling me that this should be a free service or somebody will do it as a free service. I'm not convinced with monetization. He knows what I feel about it. But, huh?
I was going to say maybe Dubai now.
Dubai now, yeah. Yeah, they might do that.
That's the only competitor I see.
They'll get the deal with charges, I'm sure. So, we have one the very gentleman who's going to pitch next. Whenever you're ready, let me know. It's not. So, while the second victim presenter starts presenting, we have. Who do we have? With the we have Adil Mazi. Where is he? No?
He stepped out for a call.
Okay, he stepped out. I'm not going to introduce him.
Stepped out.
Who's from the 2469 chapter of Riyadh in Saudi Arabia.
Where is he?
He's just outside. I'm going to answer the phone. You ready?
I'm ready.
Couldn't connect it the way I wanted, but it's okay. Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Zachary. I moved to Dubai 3.5 years ago. Before I start pitching about B2Z, which is my company, I'd like to know just who are CEOs, sales executives, business development executives, or founders in the audience, just so I know the audience. Okay, who are investors in startup companies, etc. That's perfect to know. That's what I just explained. So I found that I've been managing business development for the past 10 years in China, Middle East, Europe, and the US. And half a year ago, I founded B2Z. I provide B2B business development management for companies in a growth stage. So I help CEOs, sales executive, business development executive to reach their revenue KPIs. How we do it? We work with a 5-step method. And basically, we're replacing a BDR position in companies. But we come with a comprehensive method, and we create market research where we define the relevant ICP, the relevant region, industry, and we start with the outreach via LinkedIn, email, cold calling, and a range of professional key players for different industries in different regions. In that way, we provide the whole business development operations for companies in the growth stage that want to expand their outreach and increase their revenue. Any questions until now?
No questions.
No questions. Only pitch, 5-minute pitch. Perfect. We managed to bring over $1 million in revenue for our clients. And the idea is that instead of hiring and training and have the additional expenses of new employees, we come with a comprehensive method where we use a lot of AI tools and different platforms to start the outreach right away and to increase the revenue as soon as possible for the clients. I work with companies from different region towards different region, but to be honest, my main goal is to help companies from the UAE and in general from the GCC to expand to Europe, to US, and more markets around. That's it. Really happy to hear from you, and thank you very much for listening.
Okay, the games begin. Hands up.
Any questions?
Nobody?
What is this about?
Okay, you come on. You would roast well.
No, but it's.
I know, I'm
one
moving you.
sentence only. I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay. Who agrees with this? Hands up. He has 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get any shit, honestly. So, like, at all, nothing. But I understood, like, you're a performance marketing / BD outsourcing company. Correct?
Yes.
And you have a secret sauce for expanding from third world countries to first world countries, basically.
Can be third world to third world, but happy to hear the feedback.
No, is that like
No, can be third world.
to third world as well? I stand corrected. Anybody wants to roast, guys? Come on. He's really nice, this guy. He's like, it's gonna be like trying to cook something on a candle. It's called a roast. Huh?
Yes.
Show him. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else?
Made it more engagement.
Okay, you wanna?
No.
Yeah. He can't appear in his own video. This is the thing about Aleksei. So he's like filming this, and he just can't appear in his own video. Otherwise, I don't know, the dimensions would collide, 2 dimensions, something bad will happen. Come on. No?
Next time.
Come on, Coco.
No.
Idiot. Okay. So you got 2 minutes each. Give me a roast. We'll do the same style. We'll do the fake investment. Okay, so you have to consider, are you going to put money on this, okay? 2 minutes. Don't be nice.
Okay. First of all, as that guy said, I didn't get it. Okay. Other than that, like, I heard a lot of keywords, but you got to present more. Like, I don't know what those keywords means. You even included AI. I'm a data scientist. How are you going to use that technology? I don't know. Like, do something about it. And plus the 5-step process. What was it? What were the 5 steps? Right? So what is your deal? How are you going to provide what you are telling that you are going to provide? I don't know how, because
let me translate. He's saying, how can you help my business if we can't help yours?
Yeah, that's good way to say about it. So that's all the issue that I have. Like, I don't know what your idea is, and plus the emails and mail, calls and everything. We have heard it before, right? Where is the network in that? Like, everyone is doing it. So what's so different about you?
USP. What's
yeah,
the
USP? Yes.
Yeah.
Look, so there's a classical way people give the pitch. We expected to see here so and all, like all these fancy slides. You decided to do completely different things. like build like a rock star. I understood it. But this slides is not just like framework. They have some purpose that people expect to hear from you, right? Like business model. Like how you will earn money, how much money from each client. Where's your revenue milestones? When you break even point, how many investment do you need, right? Where you will be with that investment. So it's completely missing things.
Maybe he doesn't want investment, he wants clients.
Well, maybe, but he didn't mention about that.
What he wants.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was not clear what you sell most, expertise or technology, or a mix of technology with expertise. And if you sell expertise, where's your team? Who are the guys? How many years of experience they are? What's their background? They can help you, right? Because it was like, from my point of view, right? Like subjectively, right? It looks like solo presentation, right? So you need to emphasize team more that stay behind you than yourself, right? So that's for me. Thanks.
I mean, I'm sorry I put words in your mouth, yeah. But yeah, like, I'm looking at this, it's like no different than my LinkedIn inbox, which I didn't go see. Because yeah, like, you're promising me business development and stuff, but I don't see a good example of it. I'm sorry, but like really, that's basically the bottom line. That's where I stopped listening even. But also there was no ask, is it investment, is it just you're looking for clients, partners? We didn't know in this room. But considering yourself a client, just a client, you all have startups, right? If you have a startup, put your hand up. Okay, now it's the time to watch the translation. Okay, now, who hired this company for the $1,000 we spoke about before, even as a social experiment? Anybody? Apparently we don't have any cats in the room because no curiosity even. Nobody. Zero. Okay, so who thinks this is questionable? I'm not going to say stupid or ridiculous because, okay. Who thinks that there might be something, but he just couldn't get it across because of the presentation and maybe he's not used to pitching into, maybe he's good at one-on-one with a client. Okay, hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, basically half the room. A little bit more than half the room, actually. Weak people. Very forgiving you are. So more than half the room think that you were just not lucky in coming through to them. Is that what you think?
First of all, I appreciate the feedback from.
Thank you. 2 minutes.
First of all, I appreciate the feedback from the people who came to tell me in front of everyone and from the people that raised their hand. I really do appreciate it. I thought I mentioned what I do. Apparently, I didn't explain it good enough. So first of all, thank you very much for that. If you would like to know more, I will be happy to elaborate, but I will be happy
I'll
to
give you
specific.
2 more minutes on the 2 additional, 4 minutes in total. If you want to do it, do it.
Got it.
Fair enough. As I mentioned very shortly before, I replace business development representative in companies. It means that we work with the, just a second because I saw you look, I'm not looking for investment, I'm happy to find new partners and clients. That's the first goal. Then, we work with the CEO, sales executive, or business development executive LinkedIn account. After we map the region, the industry, the relevant accounts, and the relevant ICPs, ideal customer profile, we draft a value proposition, which is short and touch the pain points of the relevant clients and the solution. While we draft the relevant messaging, we reach out from the CEO, sales executive, or business development executive, or all of them. LinkedIn account as a first channel. And we reach out to the relevant ICPs for every company. The second stage is email, and then cold calling. Then we add another channel of a network with key players in different industries that help us to connect our clients with the relevant clients for them, with the relevant ideal customer profile for their client. In that way, we build a pipeline and workflow of the whole operation for business development. That is the service. That's how we help companies in a growth stage to grow and to bring in new clients. There might be companies who use this service instead of hiring and training new business development representative, or who would like to have an additional channel of revenue for their own company. I hope I explained it correctly, and I will be very happy to have a one-on-one conversations. Thank you very much again for your feedback, guys.
Okay, I want 5 new people to come out. Just 5. First timers. Let's do this easily. If you're a first timer, raise your hand up. Okay. First timers. Okay. Come on, come on. Come on. Both of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Just introduce yourself. TV. 10, 15 seconds.
Hello, my name is Alistair. I work advising startups, but have previously done a business development role, so yeah, you could be well placed to talk about this.
Hey, I'm Ben, startup co-founder, CEO. We're building what our investors call the Netflix of education, which is education with high quality content, high quality interface, gamification, and real world rewards to keep the lazy masses interested in bettering themselves.
I hate public speaking. My name is Ayana. We're currently with my co-founder, my partner, at the ideation stage of building the investment platform for women, connecting female founders with female investors.
It's racist.
Hi, I'm Silka, and I'm still working in the corporate world. I'm in automotive, in marketing, but looking to get into the startup business.
Hi. Sorry. Hi, I'm Amit Shabir. I'm the founder of Tuition Education. We have 2 segments. One is the tutoring, live tutoring, and the second is the AI-based component here. The AI-based component is artificial intelligence, data analytics-oriented gamified platform that we have. So we started our journey in 2022, so now we have catered more than 20,000 hours of academic assistance, and we are profitable.
One more! Apologies, I missed another. My name's James. I run the region's fastest growing business community for entrepreneurs and professionals. It's called the YP Club. We run a lot of events, about 8 a month in Dubai. This year we just expanded into Abu Dhabi and Riyadh, and we've launched an app to connect people. It's kind of like a private LinkedIn. People have to apply and pay to be in. And yeah, we connect people for events and technology. I also have a tech company called Startly, which has just launched 3 weeks ago. We've got 500 users, a tech recruitment platform specifically for tech startups and scale-ups in Dubai. People put in their preferences that only shows matches in a one-by-one user interface. And when they press apply, before it goes through to the employer, it goes through an AI that only shows relevant roles. So, pleasure.
Thank you guys, nice to meet you all. So there are a few people here that are here also the first time. They're still going to come out between rows. Oh, hello again.
Hey, yes.
Is it the same one?
Well, it is me again.
No.
It's not the same presentation.
It's not the same presentation. So he was roasted last time. Literally, there was fire on the slide. Literally.
Yes.
This time.
And the animation did not work even. So I'm gonna never roast you this time. I'm not gonna be nice.
Sure.
Did you pivot or did you change?
It's changed, different. It's very
It's completely different,
It's
guys.
completely different ask.
That's different startup.
No.
A different start?
No.
Different ask?
Different task.
Okay. You still putting feelers in the universe or?
Well, I am.
Fine.
Okay, let's see. So before we start here with our good friend Kamran. Okay, connect again. Okay, so they don't like these things, right?
I can do it without that.
Man, it's every time. We're not lucky with the connections here. Last time your fireplace did not work out. It did?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like it works, but
Yeah, the light is coming on.
yeah.
Okay. Is the second thing Okay.
HDMI on.
Okay, you go ahead and start. You'll have a solid 5 minutes. I'm not going to give you an
I know very well.
because you didn't keep time last time.
I have no, I didn't have it. I have my own stuff.
Okay, come on, guys. We have to start with the clap. He came out again. That's what's up for us.
Hi there, and I'd like to get a hi or hello back, please. That's better, that's good. Okay, my name is Kamran, those who don't know me. And I have a small ask before I start. Actually, whenever I hold the mic, there is a voice that comes out inside me. Kamran, forget about the presentation, start singing. So I want to know. So I need at least one of you just to give me a shut-up call and say, shut up and do the work and don't sing. But if you like the idea, I would like to need a lot of clapping. And I can sing beautifully, I think, up till now, unless and until I learn. So what is it? Somebody would just give me a shut-up call, please?
No.
Sing. Louder, louder, more claps, maybe? Thank you so much. But not now, because this man is very angry. He has always been. I'll have my own stopwatch because I trust him like a brother, but not for his stopwatch.
It's 4.5 minutes.
I know very well. I'll take 4 minutes. I'll take 4 minutes. I have my stopwatch. Okay, so I do events, and basically I'm looking for franchisees because I have a model that works very well. I want to present that. I'm looking for those who want to partner with me in other countries. I'm trying to do in 4, but my model is for other economies and markets as well. Yes, this is it. Okay, so I'm in this business for the last 25 years. I have done 200 events, and I have developed this model which has been repeatedly been successful 95% or more times. So I think it is robust enough, right? I am expanding globally from this year. And today I present one event which I did two weeks back in Karachi, Pakistan. And on the basis of that, I'm going to say that this is what I do. Next. Okay, so it is just going to be brief. This is what I earn. The figures are in rupees. 4.3 million was my revenue, and I made a profit of 42% after all the expenses. Next. But this is not important. What is important is how much money you make as an investor. So actually, this is my expenses every month for the last, I need preparation for 6 months. And this is the total investment that I made, 1,54,000 rupees, which is hardly perhaps 500 pounds. Yeah. So this is what I invested. My returns to investment is 1,200 times. Which means for a cost of 1,50,000, it's like 6:1 ratio. I made 6 times more money in 6 months. Next. 2 minutes. Okay, what's the summit? Actually, I do summits. B2B, small, focused. Only I get together top decision makers, 200, 300 people. It's very focused, very sharp program, niche agenda. It reduces waste of time, energy, and resources. I did a CIO summit, which is an IT event only for CIOs. I get together different type decision makers from the market in Pakistan, but here as well, from FMCG, telecom, oil and gas, and all the top leaders, decision makers were there. It was the 10th consecutive show. I've been doing it for the last 10 years. Revenues collected from sponsors, exhibitors, and delegates. Next. How does it work? In the next 6 months, you choose agenda, market research, create website marketing material, choose date, 4 to 6 months down the road, collect data of CIOs in the market. I am already working on Dubai market, the Middle East. I already have the data of all the 6 economies here. So this is done. Get best speakers. I need 15 for a day, 20 maximum. Contact IT companies who like to sell these CIOs sponsorships. My last sponsor was IBM 2 weeks back, platinum sponsor. Invite delegates, you have speakers, you've got sponsors, just invite the CIOs. Make an event for the DJ, small things like chairs, hall and everything. Execute and make money. These are a few glimpses of the last show I did. Next. My plans, I want to do the Industrial Summit in Dubai, London, LA. I'm also doing a CISO Summit, which is Information Security Officers. I'm doing a Sales Summit because I can do all, not just CIO. A Science and Technology Expo in Karachi, Dubai, London, Los Angeles. I'm doing some webinars. First in the South Asia CIO webinar, 1 hour. And MISA, which is Middle East and South Asia CIO webinar in July. No, it's network access franchises. Last 2 slides, asks. I'm looking for partners, franchises, and organizers in the market, and investors. Last slide. Frequently asked questions. Your experiences in Pakistan, how do we know the investment get the same results on the market? This is industry standards. You at least get 4:1 ratio when you do this kind of business. It's all the internet. It's all the internet. It's all the internet. I made 6 times 1 because I'm efficient. Why do you use the background of the title slide that say AI? How's it different? It's not. AI just attracts attention these days. So I just did it. Third question, which was not here. There was a screen here. What is it for? I don't know. Thank you.
So, I can hear a lot of so a lot of people are like buzzing. So I'm sure when there's a lot of people interested. So who's gonna host? Hands up, hands up, hands up. Okay, once. Come on. I need 2 more. Please. I'll give you the mic. Hold on. Okay, so I have 2. Third person. 1 more. No, who's relevant? Who's more relevant to events? Yeah? Okay, let's digital digest. Come. I remember you start with name, sometimes it's easier than your name. Actually, yeah?
I was called arrogant for 10 years.
What?
Arrogant for 10 years.
Arab what?
I used to run conferences for 10 years. People used to call me by the conference name.
Arab
Arabnet. That was my name.
Okay, so gonna start the usual format. We get 2 minutes each. It's a roast, it's not Q&A, it's not a discussion. Okay, go ahead.
So, just for context, I used to work at the Seamless Middle East event, which happened this week before I went full time on my businesses. And now with my community, I'm running a lot of events. So it was very confusing doing it in rupees for if you're coming to a country where it doesn't deal in rupees. I would suggest doing it in dollars. At one point, you even talked about pounds. Are you talking about Egyptian pounds, or are you talking about British pounds?
British pounds.
So yeah, but it was very, very confusing and not clear at all. Especially if you're looking for investors, I was just sat there scratching my head. At first, I thought, oh, you made a load of money, 4 million, and then I was like, I have no clue how much money you made. So that's the first point. The second point would be that it seems as though you'd be better off focusing on larger exhibitions than summits. These exhibitions, each of them, and especially as your plan is to focus on doing like 5 or 6 in 2024, I can't quite remember how many there were, each of them is going to take a lot of operations in a market that you have no context in. Why would you not just focus on going from a summit in one place to building it out so you've actually got exhibitors? Because delegate revenue is not the way the events industry is moving to make money. Some of them do, like OMR Festival in Germany, they make 20+ million on revenue, but they charge $500 for a ticket and have tens of thousands of people attending. For something like this, which is quite niche, you'd be better off getting exhibitors to pay for floor space, and that would make more revenue for it. I just don't feel like it's actually going to be a very good business model if you're going to have 6 events, but events are very, very hard to run operationally, and there's lots of moving parts. If you're going to be doing that in markets where you have no clue in, you'd be better off just focusing on one and making it bigger. Yeah, and that was basically it in terms of, I've written, how do you have the time and the operations to run all of the events? You didn't actually say it. I understand that you've been doing it in Pakistan for 10 years, but again, yeah, it's very different doing lots of markets, and it didn't actually look like you were making too much profit, so as an investor, why would I want to be investing in this?
Hi. Hello. Few things. One, I missed this part. You got your voice really dropped at the end, so I still don't know what you do with AI.
I expect what the last. AI was just for to draw attention, nothing.
I disagree a little bit with his feedback. There's 2 different types of events. There's content events and there's exhibition events.
Thanks so much.
They're not the same. They're not the same audience, not the same anything.
Thanks so much.
It's fine to do those. I get the plan on those, but I think you spent too much time talking about the financials. All your financial slides are one slide. I made an event, this is how much I put in, this is how much I got out of it. I don't care about the details, I don't care how much you spent. No one really cares about these. Only someone who wants to invest will care about these. I think one thing with events, and I don't feel like you're selling me the vision. You sold me the financials, not the vision. So I don't really know what is this event. It's a CIO event. What is the vision? Who are you bringing together? Who are these cool speakers? Where are your cool sponsors? I don't see any of it.
I understand.
So, like you would sell your sponsor, you have to sell your investor with the same methodology. Like, who are these cool logos that have come and spoken at this event? And you've done this before, so you know how to sell.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So in this one, you're pitching it to us. I was just looking at a financial deck, and you lost half the crowd because they were just looking at financials.
Thank you, Ms. Borley, Arabnet, currently digital guidance.
It's okay.
Hello. Sorry, I don't want to disrespect anybody, but I can stand for all this Q&A. So, there's something in Dubai called PCG, Dubai Computer Group. There are 2,000 companies. They are under Dubai Charter. The president is my brother. His name is Darul Masawani. I have a deal to you. If you want to organize this in Dubai, we do it together. I own one of the largest events companies in Dubai. If you show that we can do what we did in Pakistan, we take this to Riyadh and Jeddah and other cities.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
That was not a roast, but much appreciated. So,
but I like it.
Yeah.
What
So
roast?
I'm gonna do the third question.
It was a goal, not the roast. This is a
I
goal.
think the most important question is this.
Right.
Where is the song
Oh yeah. Later. Just let him complete. Let him complete.
So we'll just look at the translation together.
And the dance.
Yes. This is actually the translation. Really.
No, there is a wall.
Yeah. So, who would invest in this? One of you imagining $1,000 that you will not walk with any withdrawal money from here tonight.
With this guy at the phone. With this.
Who's the lead investor?
That's it. You have to pitch and legal. Come on. Who? Up high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7,000. That's not bad. Okay. Who thinks this is ludicrous? Stupid. Doesn't want it. Anybody? No one. Okay. You, it worked. It worked. So, who thinks you are on the fence about this? Like 50-50. Hands up for the people on the fence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 10 on the fence. Okay. Okay. So, respond.
I'll just like to respond to the two hosters. That's what you call them, whatever. So, crooks. Okay, so the first person was already answered by the other person because this is a different type of question. This is a different kind of summits altogether. Those are large exhibitions. I've been doing that as well. But that requires a lot of finances and government support to do that, as in Dubai. Smaller conferences is a niche. That's why I'm venturing into it. It makes more sense because not everybody wants big ones. Some people want to just meet the decision makers. I have this experience. Second thing, the other person said that maybe they were too much financials and I should spend more time in the concept and the future plans. I just had 5 minutes. Anybody who is interested, I have the whole presentation. You can go one-to-one, I can do that. But in 5 minutes time, I just had to just browse through it. This is all I could have done. So that's why my presentation was structured this way. I hope that answered the questions.
He's blaming me and Ben.
He's a brother.
You are.
My son now.
I have one question here.
Yeah.
When you.
We're out of time.
Just quick one.
You can't decide about it? Do you think it's going to add value?
I think so.
Okay, be quick.
So the question is like when you bring all these decision maker in your summit,
yes.
And I'm sure it's not going to be a very good large number of people, right?
200 to 300.
200, 300. Do you also invite the companies, like for example the startups and all that, who can participate and get some value out of these decision makers? Maybe I have a good product I want to sell.
Yes, of course.
Right?
Quick. I'm going to do my summit in Dubai, inshallah, in September, after the summer. All of you are invited. Anybody who wants to come and attend, no fees, no, it's just like because I'm part of the community. Generally speaking, the sponsors just want to talk to the decision makers. But if you come and network and all that, I'll be glad to.
Guys, hands up to come around. Thank you.
No time for the song. Later, one day.
Karaoke. Come on.
Yeah, it's a catfish.
And
catfish. You think he has a good voice? Well, it's better than mine, but anyway. So, I need 5 new people, please. Come on, first timers.
Just 1 second.
Fresh meat, come on.
Just 1 second.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, man.
Okay, I'll speak anyways. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening and thank you for listening. Thank you.
1, 2, come on, 3. Who else? Come on, you. First timers. Yeah, come. Yeah. People in the back, hiding. Come on. You're pointing at other people. You should come. Yeah. Mr. Brilliant T-shirt, please come. No? Okay, doesn't want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to start with the good person. Come on. Okay. before we start with the first timers, very quickly, we have 2 more companies. We're exactly about time. And by the way, Mr. YBO, forgot your name, sorry.
James.
James, I attended the first one ever, by the way.
Oh, amazing.
Cool, hello everyone. My name is Zen. I'm a recent startup founder of a company called I built a referral platform that is targeted at startups and SMEs, and we help them with hiring. How we're different is that we have no recruiters, no professional agencies on board. Instead, we have 72 marketing experts. It's invite only. They have 10 years plus experience on the platform. They work with Google, Facebook, Meta, Amazon, top tier companies, and they refer their network to open roles. They're currently at MVP stage, not looking for investment yet, just came here to meet the community.
Hi, nice to meet you all. Thank you so much for the invitation, Mr. Jamil. My name is Abdulrahman Sirri. I'm from Try Financial. We are an AI asset management company, hedge fund basically. We just 1 month ago announced our first $200 million funds, backed by several funds, and I'm really excited to know more about the ecosystem here, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
Hello everyone, my name is Ashraf Al-Dibai. I am the founder of Offerly.com. It's the first short stay hotel facilities offering for Saudi Arabia. So simply you can book your rooms, facilities like meeting rooms, workshop, everything within the hotel in a short stay in a principle of 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Divya. I'm a software engineer who's worked in the automotive industry, aviation, and in the media industry now. I'm getting into the startup space, so just trying to meet people, see where this goes.
Hello everyone, my name is Qusay, and I'm a strategy advisor to the government of Dubai. I've had my experiences in North America building products with credit markets and scaling, and yeah, I'll just leave it there.
Hi everyone, I'm Dhruv. I work in the music industry. I don't have a startup. I'm just looking to learn more about startup culture, VCs, private equity, and hopefully make some.
I sing. I sing.
Lovely. Lovely. Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Guys, who's next? Who's next? Come on, we have something to plug in? It's plugged in. So the very nice gentleman here, actually, every time I looked at him, he smiled at me.
Why?
Because you're really nice. You're a very nice gentleman.
I don't know, we'll see at the end of the presentation.
We will see, he said. You won't think I'm nice, I'm sure. Good luck.
Thank you.
So thank you for being with us at 8 p.m. On a Friday. I know there's a lot of other entertainment in town, so thank you. Our company name is Thrive. We are a B2B SaaS platform. We are tailored for the retail industry, and the focus on our platform is to work on the advanced analytic and workflow automation in order to improve retail operation efficiency. We exist since 2 years. We have been selected by Techstar in Riyadh, so we have been spending most of our time in last summer in Riyadh, very hot, but very, very, very interesting. As well as we are now completed and the Oresaya Capital has invested in our company. So all the logos you've seen on these slides are effectively clients that we've been working with, okay, for the last, let's say, 14 months. We've been working with them on different levels. So what's the problem we are solving? The retail industry is 1/3 of the GDP in the region, and I wanted to materialize that. But most importantly, around $121 billion are missed by the retail operators. And that's a very important number, especially in a region where growth and scaling will be important. not working. Well. So, who we are in Strive? First of all, we're co-founder, Laurence, which is the CEO. Okay, Laurence is a serial entrepreneur. She's been building a consulting firm specialized in the digital transformation of the retail frontline staff. And over the years, she came to the conclusion that how she was operated was there is more to bring to the table. Myself, I am more on the corporate executive. I had the chance to build brand and to do market entry for brands like Adidas, Reebok, Salomon, and Birkenstock, and I realized that there's a huge potential in the market for operator to be able to operate like we did or what I did when we were in a big corporation. It's like, how can we bring the dream to a football team being able to play at the Champions League level? And there is ways to do that, and that's what our solution, I'm so sorry, is not fast enough. So we built a solution which it's not working. I need a magic hand. So the problem we've seen here is that the sales associate in store play an important role in the decision you make and your experience you have. As a matter of fact, in the region, the service standard is lower. I'm sure you got all the experience you enter in the stores and you didn't get the service what you have. In general, operators are investing, and that's a proven fact that we have across the world, 1 to 2 months salary on the development of the staff, but they cannot get the ROI they expect when they invest this money to make their sales improve. Yes. So we created an integrated hub platform, and we call it ACT, which is 3 hubs. The first one is analyze. So yes, sorry. Yeah. No, you don't have to show that. We'll go back to the slide. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. So if you go just to the next slide. Yeah, sorry for that. So the first interface we have for the retail operator is to analyze the sales performance and the employee performance and identify the gaps. And based on this analysis, what we bring to the table is that we incorporate and integrate all this information at once, and in order to take a diagnosis and develop solution for that. Once the solution has been identified, the system is recommended solution. How do you improve or recommend solution for your staff according to his position and his skills? And there is in the system proprietary library pattern assessment, and we use obviously AI to support us to recommend. And the last part but not least, the engagement, because as you know, employee in the store will spend most time on their TikTok or Facebook. You need to give a good reason for them to learn and to drive their own development. And the solution here allows them to do that. So ultimately, the vision we have here is that if you are a retail operator and you have the system, you will be able to say, what is the reason my store in Dubai Mall compared to Mall of Emirates is not performing? Okay? And we come back to that. Finish? Okay. We need a bit. So we have track record. We're working, as you say, with companies for facilitate engagement and onboarding. Next. Next. That's the time we address, and we are looking for closing a round. We already raised $400,000 US, and we are looking to close that in the coming 2 months. Thank you. Retail gurus, where are you? Who's gonna host? No one? They're intimidated by your NC and the IMD. Come on. No roasters?
Question.
Okay, come on. No, you can't. Hold on, 2 more. Roasters. Nobody wants to roast. Come on. Retail folks, come on.
This is already a felt dish.
And one more person. Please. I'm going to be impartial though, right? Okay. It's not a discussion, it's not Q&A. I noticed we joined early.
Not the pedal? Not pedal television?
No, you have to post, you get 2 minutes, go.
Just roast. Okay.
Hi, how are you? Good. So I'm really curious about the 3D games and how you're going to increase engagement. Can you please explain how you're going to integrate all these 3D games and how you're going to create the content fast?
Okay, guys.
Okay, good.
Don't do this because I'm doing
So, I really don't believe in the engagement when you just integrate 3D games to gamification. Because for this, like the companies like Dolgikh will spend more than 5 years and 7 years on all these discoveries. And for every scenario, you have like different engagement tools, different engagement scenarios. So when you just say the way on the slide, we're going to integrate 3D games, it's just like, for me, just worse. Because I know, where I'm from gaming, I have a gaming studio. This is the first thing. The second thing, I was really surprised that you raised like 450, but like you mentioned RSA Capital. Seems like RSA Capital could invest more money because it's a fund. They have
the first round.
still, like just for 50.
They don't have money.
This is the second thing. And the third thing, I wasn't like I didn't get a lot of trust and a lot of credit from the team about the experience. I'd love to see something like more promising.
So basically my problem was that it was easy for me to understand the problem rather than the solution. Right? Like you had some slides, a video, I don't know what, but I think I would like to see how are you going to solve that problem more than it was easy that it was easy to understand the problem. Other than that, you used AI too much. Now this is my personal joke. I'm a data scientist, people are just throwing around words like AI, and me personally, I don't like it. Like, if you're going to use the word AI, then explain at least little bit how are you going to do it. Okay? That's it.
I would echo what was said. I didn't quite understand the solution, but I did understand the problem. I would also just say, if you're trying to raise 750,000, you've already got investors here, and you know you're pitching to a room of people who are connected to investors. Number one, I think the time management would have to be a lot better. Like, I'm really intrigued on your pricing model, your TAM, and that's key information that everyone here kind of needs to know. But unless you're going to go now and speak to everyone one-on-one, they're all going to miss that information. And so, if you knew you had 5 minutes to do it, make sure you get the key bits across. Appreciate that there was a few tech issues, and also it would have been like you guys have obviously got a lot of traction, and like I said, big opportunity to speak to people who are investing. It would have been good to have both of the co-founders here, but yeah, not too much more to add. We'd like to see a bit more.
So we go to that part where we can so they be honest. Yes. Up to you. Come on, guys. $1,000. You only spent like 3,000 so far, some of you. So you're investing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's 16. 16,000. Yeah, you're number one today. So maybe on the fence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on the fence. Okay. People who are on the fence, they're also on the fence about being on the fence today. Oh, you raised your hand? Didn't count you. Okay. So, if it's an absolute hell no, I wouldn't invest in this. Come on, hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you're just doing it here, huh? Okay. 5. Okay. Time for you to respond.
Okay, so sorry for the shortcut, but we just to give some figures and numbers, we have 26,000 MRR every month. We have signed, and we sign every month two new clients. The lifetime value of our clients is in the first time 2 to 3 years. The average transaction we have around $24,000 US. We have already signed clients in Saudi Arabia. We run pilots also in Saudi Arabia because it's a very specific market. And 1/3 of our business is also between Europe and Asia. Yes, it's a shame that I didn't have the chance to provide you. For us, we are not, what we develop and our core competency here is we have a team of 10 people. We have a CTO and a team of 4 developers. The coding is in Elm, so it's a very solid coding, and we have auditing to prove it. We went through thorough auditing in the recent months. In terms of gaming, in fact, what you need to look at in the training or learning education, professional education, when it comes to Web3 or marketing, this is basic game because the industry is not very advanced. But what people look for is solutions that they can deploy easily because we don't have skills internally and very cost effective. So those games we are not developing them all internally. So what you've seen here is we have developed now the 3 hubs. We've been selling the entire solution since the month of January, and there's still some part that's in the building process. And the fund that we are looking for is to consolidate our current development team, making our solution more robust, and also to be able to have a sales team, because we feel that every time, well, I must say, 1 out of 4 meetings that we have with clients which are interesting, we are closing the sales. So we think we can build and capitalize on that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Retail is one area I don't touch. I worked in sales for actually a lot of years, but that's one area I just don't understand at all. So good luck, man. So I won't even comment. But we want 5 other new people, first timers. Who's here today for the first time? Come on up. Come on. Come on, 4 more. Okay, let me read the room. Who's new and doesn't want to come out? I respect your wishes. Raise your hand. Okay, 2 of you here. 3. Who's new and doesn't want to come out? Raise your hand. I promise, I'm not going to call you. 4, 5, 6. Okay? Because I camouflage. Like, you know? Okay. 6. You want to come out? Come on. Come on, who else? Who wants to come out? Come on. Let everybody get to know you. I don't know, man. He said, why it's only men? One thing, I don't see genders. I really don't. And since I'm in a roasting mood, I don't understand women only investing in women. I'm sorry, like men also should invest. Make them. So anybody else? Come on. One more person. One more person, come on. Nobody? Calling once? This is the last group to come out today, come on. Calling twice. And so to this gentleman who's going to introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Henry. How does that go? Like, I speak about myself and then speak about something? Okay, guys. Hello everyone, my name is Henry, I'm German. I have 2 startups, but right now I would like to speak about like financial consolidation startup. I started this business startup 3 years ago. I got a client who, like, we have a very problematic case with the data. We don't know what we have to do with our data. We don't know the flows, we don't know anything. But we bought 7 companies in different regions, like America, Germany, Poland, and a few more. And their CFO says, like, I don't know how to speak. I don't know what I can do with them. So like, I come. Oh, I have team. Russians, Ukrainians, Germans, like small team because I started with that. We proposed, okay, we can do a cube of data. And we started. We consolidated the data, we constructed the whole product for consolidation. Like Dr. Rails, maybe you heard about them. And somehow they stayed with us, and they are paying right now us to help them to have data to prepare that their data for taxes. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much. So this is like the whole story, but like they came to us. We are making solutions for people, and now.
What's your competitor?
Dr. Rails. They got
Samsung.
Samsung is for KYC. So we like.
How much you want?
Huh?
How much you want money?
We don't have $1 million, to be honest. For marketing only. Only for marketing is like we are engineers and somehow we make huh? $500,000 dollars. And we have positive EBITDA, to be honest.
Dollars.
We have positive EBITDA for the last year. My name is Henry. Thank you for that.
This is the guy.
Hi guys. My name is Faisal. I'm a software engineer. I've worked on so many different markets, starting from Victoria's Secret in the Middle East, and then sports, now media. And I'm just exploring some new ideas. Maybe one day you'll roast me over there. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian Dusan. We have a startup. We are creating a kind of new concept, which is learn to earn, including one important part, which is the gamification. It's kind of our one original theme where the user experience pleasure while learning, because this is one of the problems that we have been detecting. So yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Hi everyone, my name is Mehdi. I work in the corporate world as a sales executive, so quite similar to what I've been doing. I'm kind of listening to ideas. My head's stuck on a brick wall, so I'm trying to see what's the next step for me. So thank you everyone for hosting us.
So, before we start with the next and the last actually roast before we go on to comedy, there's one more? Who? Okay, they will say something or it's a pitch roast? You get 2 minutes on me, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, 3, okay. You broke my heart, 4.
No need.
Okay, so I just want to thank N5 again. This guy here. Who doesn't know Mr. Said? You don't know Said? Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. What should I say?
We don't know.
Okay, so I'm Saeed Al-Nofili, I'm the director of M5. So we are a business incubator that supports startups. We've been here for the past 11 years, and we've been supporting the startups in 4 sectors, so tech, design, media, and science. We try to make this a place as a one-stop shop to support our entrepreneurs. So we are really happy to have 2469 here, growing every day, and we always try to support as much as possible. And also we try to subsidize and support the startups and the startup community. So you're all welcome. Welcome to join if you haven't. And we're always here to support so we can pump in as much as quality startups into the Dubai ecosystem. Thank you.
"2469 was homeless. Okay, we moved from one cafe to the other every week, by the way, until they gave us a home. Just to clarify it. You remember that? Remember? So this is a retail.
But now they have to start to pay for this, yeah?
No. Let's think about it. So we like free stuff. So when we started, we actually wanted to do 2-in-1. Have a meetup for founders, but at the same time, help restaurants and cafes that are going out of business. So we
And they closed the cafe.
we couldn't save them. Just kidding.
Not the founders.
How many sessions later?
But guys, who remembers him? Okay. Rest in peace. It's gonna be a Beiruti now, by the way. The one in the IFC team. So, huh? Yeah. But the one before worked well for us, Kana. They did well. Yeah, what? You Kana, right? Who's in Kana?
Yes.
Okay, that was the first 15, by the way. We made it once at 40, and then they told us, don't come again, please go away. So, your name?
Sam.
Okay, so we have this fine gentleman here, he's gonna pitch us. We're gonna roast him in get 5 minutes.
Yeah, alright. So, good evening everyone. My name is Sam, and I'm the founder of Business Flow AI, which is a very early stage startup that is building autonomous recruitment systems. So, the problem I'm trying to address is the globalization and acceptance of remote work created access to more talent and larger talent pools, but most companies are still limited in HR resources and their departments are still limited. Another problem is that currently there are a lot of AI tools that can craft or help you craft the perfect resume that basically matches the job description, and so traditional screening methods become quite useless. And then finally, recruiters are spending a lot of time sifting through resumes, and also spending a lot of time scheduling and conducting initial interviews. And so those initial interviews usually end up in rejections, so a lot of time is wasted there as well. The solution is Business Flow Recruits, which is a hiring software based on AI agents that can analyze resumes, interview applicants, so they can perform initial interviews, personality interviews, and technical interviews. And they can rank the applicants based on their fits with the job position. The idea is that it will save a lot of time to recruiters, so they can actually focus on engaging with top applicants and also tap into larger talent pools. Why is now the best time? Well, because of rapid advancements in language models, and that enables a new way of building software with AI agents at the core. And recruitment is a very language-based process. So, how big is the market? Well, every company that is growing rapidly or has a high employee turnover rate, they need to go through a lot of candidates to find and recruit the right one. And so in 2023, the global HR tech market in general was around 30 billion USD, and is expected to grow around approximately 12% annually until 2030. So the target market exists of young but fast-growing companies that have limited HR resources and want to minimize their costs. So they're looking to innovate or try out new solutions. And also HR recruitment agencies are also part of the target market. The current competitors are mostly the existing established applicant tracking system providers, but most of them, or pretty much none of them, offer real automation. So there are more digitalization tools that help create a better overview of the process, but still resume analysis and evaluation, candidate selection, and interviews are still done manually for the most part. And so our solution is one of the first to focus on automating those initial repetitive processes with AI. These are some core features, a few of the core features, which is resume analysis, ranking of applicants, and conducting assessments both in chat form and in interviews. And also a general assistant that can interface with the database and actually like extract data, perform analyses, or create new entries in the data in the database because it has access to the backend of the application. So it can perform actions on your behalf. So the revenue model is monthly and it's based on monthly or yearly subscription. It's tier-based pricing, so basic SaaS model. It's calculated on the estimated number of applicants that a company might have. So there's a base tier, pro tier, and a enterprise, custom enterprise tier. There's a free trial for 1 month. The revenue targets I need to adjust because I did that calculation 2 months ago, so I need to push that a bit in time now. And so the roadmap, the MVP is fully focused on the recruitment. But this is not the end game. The ambition is actually to apply AI agents to most of the business processes, because there's huge opportunities there as well, and to create something I call autonomous business systems, which is a fully integrated business suite built around AI agents at the core. So first, MVP completely focused on recruitment, then real-time customization, also an important part, because existing software, either if they offer customization, usually it happens with the third-party consultants, which is time consuming and very costly. And if they don't offer, which a lot of software don't offer customization, well then the companies and businesses and recruiters will have to look for other solutions, which means they have to find other vendors and get extra subscriptions, and then they have to integrate those systems as well. So that's something I'm testing with, which is also basically real-time generation of custom functionality based on multi-agent systems. Then the next step, that's for the longer term sales and customer relationships, because they are very language-based as well. Then procurement and supply chain, finance and accounting, and advanced executive support, and so on. So that was basically it. If there is a demo video, if anyone is interested, you can find it on my landing page, which is businessflow.ai. There at the bottom of the page, there is the demo video. And if anyone is interested to know more or connect with me, you can find me on LinkedIn. And please roast me. Thanks.
Who's gonna roast? Come on out. 3 of you. Come on. Oh, Mr. Data Science is coming.
He don't know why he mentioned AI.
You know, I saw this meme over the weekend, last week actually. I posted that 2 days ago. It was about the similarities between a parrot and machine learning algorithm. Yes. You saw it? You saw it? No. It's really nice. I'll send it to you. No, like, I hate memes, but at the same time, I'm into them, you know? It's very weird. Today I posted this meme about Jeff Bezos. You saw that? Jeff Bezos. Like,
yes. I love this meme.
Yeah. This is all of you. The one on the right, on that meme. Yeah, me included. 2 minutes.
Actually, I have only 2 points of feedback, and the first is towards the end of the presentation we had the roadmap. I don't think anybody cares, because they're just a bunch of your dreams, right? If the first step goes well and you're already successful, then these are your dreams for the far future. The question is, will you even ever get there? Like the first step, can you make that or not? That's the current question. I don't think anybody cares about the rest, because we can all dream and write our dreams down, just doesn't matter. The other thing is, and that's the really important feedback for you, as I understand, you are building an AI or you're like modeling an LLM to make it do exactly what you want to make the best match between an applicant and a job. And so that's a tech thing that you're doing. But then you also want to be a business in the HR market. That's actually two separate businesses. And I urge you to consider if you really want to do the tech yourself, if that's your thing, do the tech. License it or sell it to established HR firms. Don't try to compete in that market. That's a whole, like, just doing the tech right is big enough. And then doing this whole business thing completely separate, man, it's so much work, it's so difficult to get into this established market there where there's so much money to throw around by everyone else but you, basically. But if you just have tech that is actually better, go to the people that are in the market. Just through going to the market, that's super hard, costs a ton of money you don't have. Just build the tech and sell that. Like be B2B, don't be B2C with tech.
Okay, so piece of advice, you are in the right path, but at the wrong time. Simply speaking. See, because just as a language model doesn't mean it solves every language problem. If you are talking about removing human, or basically interview part, right? It's not possible right now with the tech we have. Simply put, like GPT is smart, but GPT is dumb as well, right? It's pretty dumb when you talk about that. There's a kind of intuition. You judge people by a lot of things, by their expressions, right? By the way they are talking. Maybe a person is nervous, but he's good, right? Just by words, you cannot judge a person. You cannot remove that part. Okay, so no doubt in, let's say, 5 years or a decade, yeah, that would be possible, but not right now. Okay, at least that last part, okay, that's not possible. Interview is needed. You can filter out stuff very smartly there, but wrong time, bro.
First of all, I like the presentation, really, and I like the product, but I missed the match a little bit between the problem and the solution in one particular part, which is important, and that's the fact that you are not solving the problem of applicants altering their resumes with another AI agent, right? So if they're using AI and you're using AI, then for the employer, it's like the analysis becomes an obsolete, or like a shit in simple words, yeah? Because you cannot judge that person, you cannot do that screening, yeah? If initially it was already not exactly true, right? So if you start with the wrong inputs, you end up with the wrong outputs, yeah? So for me, that was like a total mismatch. Number two is, you didn't say anything about the competitors' understanding, and that market is not a blue ocean, obviously. So if you want to sell that and if you want to attract, partners for your ask, you really need to speak in this regard about the competition in the market, globally, whatever. And number three, I would agree with the first guy speaking. For me, the roadmap was too vague and too broad without any understanding where exactly do you want to focus. Thank you.
Definitely. As I understood, so your best decision based on the resumes, right, and job description, and to find the match. So I consulted some startup in Russia, and their problem was that people cheat in resume. That's first thing. And second thing, people are not able to create proper job description. So it means when they find people who reflect the job description, actually it's not people what company is looking for. And those people, they ignore AI and they start just analyze GitHub of the companies against GitHub of the programmer to find match between themselves. So they completely get out of the resumes and job description discussion because they decide that it's irrelevant channel of information. Thank you.
I don't know, like if you had a life partner and they had a dream and they wake up, said that you are tell dream. Have you been into such similar situation before? Huh?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so this is exactly the same as you believing that an LLM actually understands. That's my most honest to that. ChatGPT is a statistical model that doesn't understand what you say, but can understand the probability of what is the right answer in values that are presented in words later on to what is being, what you will actually accept as an answer. You're not sure? Ask the data scientist, he's here.
Have you saw that the last version, ChatGPT 4.0?
It's too good to fool you, but no.
Okay, you have to saw it. I think you will understand that it's beyond.
My ChatGPT 4.0, it doesn't. Just because it says before it speaks doesn't make sense. Now, we'll look at the class. 1,000 investors. Who's gonna invest? That's a fighter. 6K. Okay, thank you. Who's on the fence? On the fence. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people on the fence. Okay. I'll be damned today. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, man. But okay, who's totally no? Who's a complete no? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 are no. So the reason I said I'll be down today, AI does my hiring for one reason. Because I believe that day, when AI is good enough to do my hiring, AI should say, bro, just hold my beer, I'll do the job. You don't need anybody to do the job. And to be just very honest with you, I can't wait for that day to happen. Oh yeah, shake your head, nobody. Just remember, one day people were afraid of calculators taking math teachers away out of the jobs. Your response there.
Yeah, that's true. So I think I forgot most of the parts. I do the feedback that one gentleman gave me. Yes, that one. So, very good one. Thank you. The separation, I definitely didn't think about it. So now for the MVP, I am actually focused. I'm just using GPT 3.5 actually. So I'm not focused on developing my own tech, but more on the business side, like applying the existing technology to the actual business. It's a very good point. I'll definitely look into that. Yeah. So also the lady that's giving me advice. Also the problem there, I know it's I need to train my pitching style, or just like connecting the dots, because I'm pretty sure I was just talking a lot of different things and didn't really connect them. But it's true about the so the resumes. The goal is if they are completely done by an AI, that's also the goal of the interviews. So that in the interviews, it's kind of an addition. So then the applicants can actually be tested whether the resume is actually relevant to them or it's just completely made up. And so the recruiters don't waste time on those initial phases. The AI can do that. And also, I don't know, remember who said the thing about interviews that last, so that interviews should be done by people. That's definitely the goal. So the final interview is always going to be done by a person, because you need to see the values of the person, how well they would actually interact with other people, and whether you will actually like that person to be in the company. But really those initial stages to filter out a lot of applicants, that's the main focus point. Yeah, and thank you for the feedback.
This guy has a really good attitude. I mean, you took it.
It was not that much worse.
He said that you suck at roasting. He just said that, by the way. So he didn't say it in those words, those are my words, but yeah. So, last presentation, but before I hand over to Alabiyati, after that we have the comedy bit, which Adil will handle. I just want to say, that lady in green is because she can add you on WhatsApp. So the WhatsApp group, if you want to join the WhatsApp group to get the updates and everything. Queenie, I was going to say Shiny. I know, Queenie will add you. So, other than that, I'm very sorry, after one guys, I'm not going to be here for this one. I actually have a meeting in DIFC. True story, I actually just ripped my jeans in the back. So, I need to go buy another one. So thank you so much. Yeah, I know.
I promise you, we won't be looking at your butt.
I'm not embarrassed. I have underwear on, luckily. So,
Everyone is looking at me.
I don't know, I'm fidgeting like with my pockets and I don't know, man. So, يا بروسكي قبلي أنا أتكلم بالعربية.
بروسكي قبلي عربية. Good shopping. Good
So guys, can you hear me without the mic? No? I will speak with mic. So, being here is to overcome for me the biggest fear of public speaking and public speaking in English. So please support me with your applause. So my name is Lydia and I'm here today to crush some stereotypes about learning Arabic. So Arabic considered is to be the most difficult language to learn, even between the Arabs themselves. And why is it difficult? Because written Arabic is different from spoken Arabic, and spoken Arabic is different from country to country. And what we end up with? Frustrated kids trying to learn Arabic. Busy executives lose their patience. Arab families cannot communicate in one language, and teachers are left alone just to deal with it. And by show of hands, who among you want to speak Arabic? Can you imagine if I will say you that on Arabic you can form your first sentence after 1 hour? I think it sounds good. And how we do that? We, on Arabic, created a method, and we teach Arabic as math by breaking Arabic language into simple formulas. And we've created an Arabic to make it one-stop shop for every Arabic learner, teacher, and content creator. And all of our groups are empowered to speak Arabic, and teachers are here with the unified methodology. So why now? Because of Habibi come to Dubai. UAE was the country who brought the Arabic and making it popular. And as you see, even only on Instagram, Habibi, word Habibi used more than 1 million times. So, as I said, Arabic is one-stop shop for everyone who wants to learn, teach, or create content on Arabic language. And we have two paths for now, for teachers and students. After teachers sign up with us, they receive training, and then they are connected with students. And after students sign up with us, they have demo lesson where we assess their knowledge and needs, and then we connect them with teachers. And because all of our teachers use the same method and the same steps, we guarantee the result to our students. So with more than 20 million Muslims and millions of expats, both Arabs living abroad and expats living in the Arab countries, the Arabic language now is popular. And this is a very good opportunity to meet. That's why we are working on Arabic. And by 2027, we want to reach our revenue up to 5 million. So how are we going to do that? Through subscription model and pay as you go. So with the limited resources and a very short period of time, Arabiti taught more than 1,000 students, and 8 of 10 of our students stay with us more than for one course, and most of them bring us loyalty and more students. So why we are different? Because we not only created the algorithm and methodology, but we bridged the gap between teachers and students and gave them unified curriculum. And we are all inspired by quick results, and this is what we are good at. We give unified method with super fast results on speaking Arabic. So we've studied the market, and for us there are 3 main streams of how to go to the market. It's online, social media, offline events, exhibitions, and referrals, and of course, partnerships. In the roadmap, we're planning to spend most of our resources on marketing and sales, and of course on recruiting more teachers, students, and working on improving our platform. Our team is international and strong and brings experience in business, edtech, and management. So we are looking for funds, cooperations, and support. So شكرا جزيلا على اهتمامكم، ويلا نجعل اللغة العربية متاحة معنا. So guys, I'm a living proof that anyone can learn Arabic, and with Arabiti you will learn Arabic quickly while having fun. So, so let's make Arabic accessible together and learn it. Thank you guys.
So Janine left. Who's gonna roast? Yeah, 1 please, 2 more. Come on, come on. Please, yeah. 1 more.
Please, roast.
Come on guys, yellow, like you all wanna leave, no? If we don't get a third roaster, we will not be able to go. Yeah, come.
Henry's going to pitch.
I like that you spoke some Arabic. That was the part that lent credibility to what you were saying. But to be blunt, that was like the only part that lent really credibility to it. Because you said, oh, the method is based on mathematics and it's like an algebraic formula. Is it? Is it really? Could you elaborate on that maybe for a minute or so to like actually show that it is, or is it just marketing speech?
No,
I believe you, but like, let me know this, right? Like you just said it, and then you show this thing with like a few arrows and a plus sign, and then that's it. Right? It's not really making the point what makes your method so different and interesting and actually working. So you didn't say anything about your method, basically, like nothing. Which would have been super interesting. I love mathematics, and that was really interesting. I got nothing, and that makes me sad. And the other bit of feedback is, do you have like any idea if the method actually is faster than any other way of learning Arabic as you claim? It might well be, but there's nothing like, oh, like we tried it with 10 people versus 10 people, and after X hours spent, they were so many % better or something. There's nothing like that. So even if it is based on mathematics, I have no idea if it actually is any better than other things that are out there. And so like, I really can't judge your actual product.
Thank
you. Those were also my 2 main points. I was just very confused on what the mathematical element was of it, and I think when you showed the competitors why it actually differentiates, right? Like you said, the speed of learning, there was no data on that. I want to see what actually I can achieve. Like you said qualitatively, oh, you can, I think you said within an hour or something, you can put together a sentence or within a session. That's great, but am I going to forget that the next day? And how quickly can I actually expect to learn Arabic as an average person using this? Over what time period and how much input each day? And how does that actually compare to all of the competitors that you mapped? The second thing is just feedback, is that there's actually a guy I know who runs a a company called School of Yala, and basically he teaches, got quite a successful company teaching people to speak Arabic. He, I assume that a lot of the money you're trying to raise is for marketing. You mentioned ads and everything. He's got quite successful purely off of TikTok, but organic social. So he had a strategy of just posting a reel once every 2 days with a photo in between. He's got about, I think he's got 600k followers, based in Dubai. And so I think people are very interested in it, but potentially you should actually just start investing in building your own personal brand across TikTok and Instagram rather than relying on ads, because that could be a core driver to get people there as long as you can showcase the values we've said.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for such feedback, because I wanted to say the same thing. But interesting question. You developed something like a simple, how it's called, simple Chinese, like when Chinese language is written in Latin words and you do this?
No, we teach Arabic. In Arabic, we teach writing and reading. What we teach is quickly because we give the model understandable for.
You showed the photo of like constructing words in like Latin.
Yes, it's just to be somebody can read even.
Yeah, you provide these photos with like teaching like transcription based, like just to start speaking. Like I'm learning Arabic as well, so I'm talking Kalam Russia, and based on the transcription, because alphabet is too much for me right now. So you're doing this, or you have another one?
In the beginning, we do this, and then later, in like the third hour, you'll be reading about it like an Arab. So it's much different. The path is different.
What if I doesn't know English?
So you can do it in Russian or Spanish.
Oh,
like we have a Russian path and a Spanish path.
So like you said that you have some like proven metrics that it's faster. But what's the background for the people that learn faster than code?
Learn faster than in other institutes or applications
or schools.
So your students passing exams or something like that?
Yes, we have different groups of students.
Should be included.
So we
if
have
you're saying it helps people pass exams better, that is the best metric that you could possibly have as a government regulated.
Yeah, if you're speaking about Spanish, like Delhi would be like a very great achievement. Like I don't know what's in Arabic, but Delhi in Spanish and can't bet in English or something like that. Would be great to see that.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much. It's a very good feedback. We will put all the data we have because basically we have what you said. We just need to present it in a way that is understandable for everyone.
I just want to add one thing. I think if you really did develop a completely new method of learning languages, but that's actually the case, you have an, I think in my mind, now again I'm not an investor, but it seems obvious, you have an absolute killer product in your hand, right? Like, obviously, if it's actually better than anything else, like you have an absolute killer, and certainly the best thing presented today. But the core question is, do you? So show that.
We do, yeah.
Thank you very much.
So I have something positive to say. I don't want to roast. So is it the right time or later or what?
I mean, Jamil is the boss and the boss left, so you're
Okay.
the boss.
Okay.
See.
Okay. I will. Okay. I would like to give this feedback. The presentation is very beautiful. The colors that you use, with ease that you explain things. I have not seen many presentations like this in this forum and otherwise as well. About your product, I don't know much. I don't need to learn Arabic. I think I usually use, the translator, Google, and it works out for me for these things. But if with this approach, because this representation shows your mindset, you have the mindset of making things simple and easy. This is what I understand. If it is the case, if you are not there where you want to be right now, I am very sure you will be there to keep working in the same direction.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We will work on our presentation. It will be better. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, guys. So we are not leaving. So basically, we are here at the last session. It's like a comedy thing that we are trying to achieve because previous weeks we try to basically work debates. So at the end of the pitch roasting and all that thing, people tend to get, out of energy. And they are basically like 3 or 4 people only sitting, and the debaters are sitting and like we're talking about it. So we thought about that, okay, let's just basically push a little while to perhaps start startup comedy. At the end of the entire session, perhaps we can laugh and share laughs and share the stories. So whatever that the roasting has been happening earlier around it, right, and how Jameel is basically, navigating the entire session earlier, is the same way. Like these founders, we need to be relaxed at the same time when we are trying to change the world, right? How many of you believe that? Okay, nice. So, this is sort of, how many do you guys know can actually define startup? What the startup actually means? Yes, go give it a go. What the startup means?
I ask you, Nina?
Yeah.
Means work your ass off for very little or no money for a very long time with a huge chance of failure.
So basically a comedian. It's the same, right? So startup, I actually got to know myself recently as well. It's very interesting. Startup actually means something very new product or service in an industry. And startup comedy is something that we are trying to develop humor around the same definition. So stand-up comedy usually, how many of you guys know Dave Chappelle? How many guys knows Jon Stewart, who came back now? Trevor Noah. So what is the one thing common in all these people? 3 people. George Carlin. How many of you know George Carlin? Okay, one. Anybody else? You 2. Bill Hicks. Okay, one. Russell Peters is the one recently went, right? Eddie Murphy. But Eddie Murphy has been a veteran, right, in the comedy world. He's now a veteran. John Carlin is passed away, but exactly. The only thing is that one thing that I mention all these things is because these guys are not just comedians. They basically bring in oratory to the public, and they provide awareness. And the way that they bring awareness is the fact that this is much more powerful and impactful than any politician or any other businessman or any other people who are trying to they are bread and butter of it. This is exactly the theme that we are trying to push here in 24/6/9, is that if we become good in making jokes within our industry, within our products, within our businesses, perhaps you guys can actually be able to make a good pitch to investors, and then you'll be able to create good relations with your vendors and your sponsors and stuff like that. For this, I have a very amazing gentleman to come on and partner with me with this. We just met today and we clicked. And so Max, please tell us your take about the session.
That's actually nice. Jamil announced about this comedy session left, like I say. I've made my jokes, it's 10 of them, just and he's there. I just wanna tell 2 stories. I don't care will you laugh or not. Yeah, first of all, because of the first story. It was my old friend from Belarus. Sergey, it's not you. You're not old. You're not friend. That's was introductions. Yeah, he told me he actually told me the truth. Come on, if you make a joke and laugh by your own, come on, enjoy your life. You just increase your lifetime on this earth for a few minutes. However, if you make a joke and the persons around you laugh with you, come on, you are a comedian, almost professional. Just collect money from them, and that's it. And there's no responsibility. So at all, to make everybody laugh. It's a professional. That's the first that's the first case. But the story, the second one, again, as a being like a camel semen guy, I'll tell you definitely about like camels and one particular case. So just imagine like a really like a nice, beautiful female camel here, like in this area. It happened, by the way, in like Dubai Camel Reproduction Center. It was my first time when I came coming to this place and doing some lab stuff, like some data, developing the product, and the stand was like this. So just here is like a beautiful female camel, and there is like one really nice like a British guy, Brendan Mulligan. Amazing guy. I like one day I'll like bring him like to this place, but the scent it's like this. Female camel, let's no, without any names. Female camel, Brandon. Guess where his left hand was.
Yeah.
But in Brandon's left hand.
Too deep.
Yeah, inside this beautiful lady, and he was standing like this. I came from these directions, and I was shocked, come on. And he was doing some stuff, pop, and he was Max, that's really good, nice to meet you. And he was almost ready to shake my hand like this, and on this a female camel just stopped him, and he was oh yeah, sorry. And I was what the hell is going on? Again, first time lab, research center, and the second thought was, why do you keep your keys there? What kind of stuff do you keep there? But afterwards, it was the first ever lab visit here in Dubai. That's it. And it was I still remember this story all the time when I meet Bernard saying the same where is your girlfriend, and he was like this. So no more stories from my side, and if you like to share something again no responsibilities, if you consider it really funny, just let's share with the public here. Thank you. Anyway.
Anybody will just give you another joke. I just heard it right now. Why do founders like to be gardeners? Because they like to grow seed funding. Yeah, I mean these kind of similar slapstick jokes, right? Another one is why do startup people like to practice their pitch in front of the mirror? They want to see how to reflect their performance. Not getting laughs over here, no. Okay. So I just used this joke out to a news person outside. She didn't like it. Let me try it with all you guys. Why don't you see startups so many in news business? Because news business is always trying to break the story. No jokes. No. Because startups are trying to make and build everything, and the news are trying to break it. And no, okay. It's not easy to make a joke. So actually, I was actually looking. So, anybody else who has any jokes within the founder community, within the founder, within their own companies, something? Anybody?
Raj. Joke.
Oh, we'll give it a round of applause to Raj. Nice, come on. Yeah, we're making jokes here within a startup. So tell us a joke about sustainability.
Oh, come on.
Why doesn't a joke sustain a bit? Tell us about this. Why don't we make a joke sustain? How many of you guys actually had this thing? You heard a beautiful joke, you laughed amazingly, and once you go back, you want to say it again, you forget the joke. How many times has it happened to you guys? Right? If you actually think about it, it's very interesting psychologically. Whenever you basically feel happy, really inside happy, you heard something and it just connected you and you just laughed and it made you happy, that moment has a very small time span. It's interesting, and that is one of the reasons that comedians, especially like in America, the startup scene has like blossomed and put out so well. It's because they were able to do that on a recurring basis, and the more that they were able to do that, people basically pay a lot of money to be in that sessions. How many of you have seen Netflix specials about these stand-up comedians? Anybody? Yeah, I mean, just imagine. So if you can actually say which one of you guys like the best one? Anybody? Just shout it out. Any Netflix special you guys enjoyed from recently?
It's startups, guys. They don't
Yeah.
enjoy Netflix.
So this is the thing, guys. One of the things that in a joke and in a startup founder is like, you make a joke and it's silent. Exactly, it's like when you ask a question, it's silent. Right? It's like you're in an island, everybody has a boat, but you are like stranded. Wait, let me. I'm also here. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for your time. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Maybe next time around it, we'll try to do this on a regular basis. Perhaps the debate sessions might not work out. Hopefully, the startups, if we're talking to the community people, we'll be inviting some comedians as well. Maybe some headliners to basically pump our, right side of the brain. Thank you, sir, guys. Have a good day.
Here, Crash Dubai. YouTube. Crash Dubai.